Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I'm going to look something up while people join. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, crap. The thing I wanted to use today is sold out. Shoot. Well, I'm glad I went and looked it up before I used it. Gosh darn it. That is a bummer. I guess I could use it anyway, but I feel like people get mad when you do that. Because you're going to want it. It's dang cute is what it is. And then this one just doesn't blow my skirt up the same way. Gosh, I think it's because my brain was really focused on using the other thing. Okay, do you guys want to do something? Let's see. Do I have anybody here, first of all? Let me go look. Let's mute this. Oh, this looks awful. Let's try to make this look a little nicer. Oh, we don't have anybody here yet. Oh my God, it's because it's unlisted and not public. Wow. Okay. Let's edit this. Jeez. What a ding dong. Okay. So I started this live video and managed to keep this unlisted, which means nobody saw it. What a ding dong. Okay, so I'm going to see if some folks hop on. Okay. Jiminy crickets. Jiminy crickets. Oh, there you all are. Yay. Hello, hello. Hey, Linda. Hey, Deborah. Miss Deborah. Ding dong. I am a ding dong. I Okay, so I created this live yesterday, but you have to push this button that says public, and I forgot to do that. So nobody on the YouTube universe knew this was happening. You only knew it was happening if you were in my creative vault. So we'll see if folks end up joining and saying hello and whatnot. But I can see some of you found me, so that's good. Okay, so let me repeat everything I said when you couldn't hear me. Basically, the product I was going to use today, I went to the website for just idea purposes on how to put it together, because this is how it comes. This is how Spellbinders sends us their prototype stuff that we're going to make something from. So I have to go look at how to put it together. Anyway, I did that. It's sold out. So I can't use it. And I'm heartbroken. So I have another one, but I'm not as excited about that one. I don't know. So my question to you is, what do you want to make today? Do you want to make something fall related? Do you want to make something, I don't know, do you want to color? I really have no plans. I have nothing prepped, no ideas. I just want to craft. Oh, hey, Gemma, I'm glad you caught me live. So if you have something you'd like to make. Oh, hey, Gloria. Man, long time no see. Fall. You guys really want fall. Okay. We could do fall. So check this out. These are from Spellbinders. And this is their whole little acorns and leaves and stuff like that. So what I think I'm going to do, I think we're going to do them a few different ways just for funsies, just because we can. So let me grab first, what is this paper? That's not the paper I want. I'm going to try to find the paper I want. I need, okay, here's some watercolor paper. So I've got some watercolor paper from Ranger. There is a link to Spellbinders below this video. If you use that link to shop, I do get credit. So I appreciate that. These dies from Spellbinders are called Falling Leaves Etched Dies from the Autumn Archives collection, and they're $22.99. So we're going to do some fun stuff with them, okay? So this is watercolor paper. So let's die cut the, actually, you know what we're going to do? I'm telling lies. Okay, we're going to put this aside. Ooh, we're going to have fun. We're just going to have fun. I've got a couple sheets of this. So let's do a couple of different sheets. So one thing that I'm really bad at is doing anything outside of my comfort zone. I don't know if anyone else is like that, but that is always a struggle for me. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do stuff outside of my comfort zone. I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do maybe some ink blending. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. There we go. I think I'm going to do on these some ink blending maybe. Oh, there's so many options. I want to use distress spritz sprays. So I don't have a ton, but I've got, look, let's use these. So I've got walnut stain, barn door, spiced marmalade, fossilized amber. Those all feel like fall colors, right? Let's do some peeled paint in there. And you know, to be real crazy, let's throw in a little bit of peacock feathers in some of them. I think we're going to make a few different sheets. So let's grab a few different sheets. And we can just go to town here. So first things first is you got to shake all these up because there's all this beautiful metallic spritzy spritz stuff at the bottom. So you have to shake it up. Hey, Jeannie. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm walking into my past. I have several people here from the Stampin' Up! Days. So that's exciting. Okay, so we got to get these all shaken up. Sorry, it's kind of noisy. Ooh, Linda wants a fall fun fold. Girl, I got you. We can do that. We love fun folds. Okay, first we're going to make a mess, which is out of my comfort zone. Don't like making a mess. Really don't like making a mess. But I love the results of a mess. You know what I'm saying? Like the results of a mess always feel good. We're just going to go to town. We are going to go to town. See how nasty and messy we can get here. So this is Tim Holtz. I don't know what it is. It's not silicone. Well, I guess it is kind of a silicone mat. All right, so I'm going to try a few different things. First, I'm going to try spraying directly on here. So we've got spiced marmalade, barn door, and then let's come in with some fossilized amber. Oh, I'm excited about this. Guys, I feel like I need gloves. I'm freaking out a little. Do I have some gloves out here? I think I do. Let me double check. Maybe I don't. I also feel like I need to put an apron on. Okay, let me go get some gloves. I'll be back in 3 seconds. Hold on. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Da, da, da. Okay. Whew. I'm a little out of breath because I ran. Can you guys still hear me? Thanks, Barbara. Put a whole bee suit on. I know. I can't help it. I'm sorry. It's a sensory issue. Okay. And now you guys know, like I shared with you in a previous thing, I have so many answers for all my quirkiness after being diagnosed at 44 years old with ADHD. Ah, what a relief that was. Okay, I have gloves. I have an apron. I didn't really know this is what we were going to do. So, oh, that's anticlimactic. Okay, so that tells me now I know what we need to do. Oh, that's pretty. I think we need to put down some color first. Okay. That's pretty, but this isn't what I'm going for. All right, so that's okay. This is how we learn. I'm going to let this sit and dry. I'm going to remove these gloves. I'm going to try to keep them so I can reuse them. And we are going to move this aside. We're still going to use watercolor paper, but instead I'm going to grab my Altenew low-tack sticky mat. And I'm going to grab, I want to stick with the same colors. So we're going to grab barn door, spiced marmalade. Let's hope I have these colors. I've got fossilized amber. I've got spiced. I don't have barn door. Shame. I have lumberjack plaid though, so we can go with that. We'll use that. I have peeled paint. I have holes in my collection. That's what it boils down to. Okay, so we're going to do some lumberjack plaid first. And we're just going to get some color down on these. And I have no specific, I just am a person who really likes vibrant color. I'm not a big, like, I don't like pastels particularly, if I'm being honest. They're not my jam. And so these, by the way, are the Trinity Stamps blender brushes, and they are my hands down my favorite blending brushes. If you want really strong pigment, that's the key. If you don't want really strong pigment, you know what I have also? Look what I got. I got Brianne Loveland's little ink holder dealy bob because I was enabled by Jennifer McGuire. Oh my God, that is nice. This is my first time using it. And I thought that it didn't get delivered. So here's a fun story. I was like, well, I didn't get it. Like, what the heck, yo? And then you know what? I'm going to put some more down here. And then it showed delivered. And I'm like, well, damn, the post office lost it. Like, I guess that's it. I'm not getting my little ink holder. Okay, I get it. Now I get it. Now I see why JM likes this. Okay. Plus, then you guys can see the color I'm using. So anyway, story time. So I thought it didn't get delivered, I thought it got lost because it showed delivered, but I never got it. Several days later, it shows up on my dining room table. And I'm like, what in the heck? My kid had it in her truck. You know how that goes. Okay, so there's a bunch of fun color. What size is your sticky mat? This is a 9 by 12, I believe, is what this one is. This is the bigger one that Altenew offers. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and like peel that. Oh, I just threw it in other stuff. I'm going to peel that up. I'm going to clean this off really quick. And we're going to do another one with different colors. So let's talk about this just a little bit. When you're doing like ink blending like this and you're just kind of mashing it all together like I just did, you want to use colors that are not going to turn brown together. Does that make sense? So for example, if they are next to each other on the color wheel, they are called analogous colors, which means they are happy together. They love each other and they will work well together, and they will not turn your creation into a muddy, pasty, disgusting, ugly mess. Okay. If you make the choice to use complementary colors together, so a complementary color is across from each other on the color wheel. So let's give an example. Green and red. They look beautiful together, but if you mix them, like in watercoloring, where's Peacock Feathers? Do I not own it? I do. Come on. Are you serious? Oh no, here it is. If you mix red and green, you're going to get brown. Okay. So there's that. Something to note. So this is peacock feather. So these are a blue and a green, right? Blues and greens work because they're near each other on the color wheel. And if they mix together, they're just going to make a more blue or a more green. And yellow also works because if you mix yellow and green, what do you get? Or if you mix, let's see, what colors could you mix? What am I saying? Yeah. Ooh, I got that icky. Let's clean that off. That's all right. We'll live with it. Okay. So if you mix yellow and green, it depends on the colors. You're going to get like more yellow or more green. If you mix blue and green, you're going to get more blue or more green. It just kind of depends on the colors. I got to meet Tanisa a few weeks ago and got some of her blending brushes. Oh, that's amazing. She is an amazing person. I absolutely love her. She's fantastic. If I had more time, I would 100% do stuff for Trinity Stamps. Like, they offered me to be on their DT, but it's not, unfortunately, they just aren't in the position to pay, and I'm not in the position to work for free. I just can't. So that's not totally true. I could use their products now because I'm doing something totally different, but at the time I couldn't. Now I can do whatever I want because I'm on a whole different, we're in a whole different place, aren't we, friends? Okay, so now let's get back. I should reach out to her because I am in a different place now, and I probably could do some fun stuff. I really like their products. Trinity is awesome. Okay, gloves back on. Hi, kiddo. Yeah, I'm live. What's up?
I think you also are going to go
to Windsor.
No.
Oh.
Taboo.
Oh, to Lake Taboo?
Yeah.
Okay.
She gets off. She's scorekeeping right now. I'm assuming for a trap or something.
Okay.
Around 3. And she said it might be a little earlier than 3.
Okay.
That's pretty.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh yeah, look at you have your leaves.
I have my leaves. I'm gonna make pretty leaves.
I like this.
I guess I'll just set it there to dry. Okay. Then we're gonna clean this off. Ooh. Oh, I'm wearing gloves to not get it on me, and I just got it on my arm. Ugh.
Thank you.
I hate it. I don't like the way it feels, and I don't like it to stain me.
You're so weird.
I know, I can't help it. Sensory issues.
Did you get a tan from Jessica?
No.
You tan?
Oh, thanks.
Why do you have my embroidery?
Because I'm using it.
For what?
To do that.
Your embroidery?
I'm trying to learn how to, yeah.
Good job.
Okay, so now we're going to use this guy, and we're going to spritz instead of mush. Ooh.
Oh, shoot.
I actually kind of like it. Because it's going to dry back. And then peeled paint. Yeah, Sandy, the Creative Vault is gone. You're right. I closed it. I sent out several emails about it, that it was going to be closing, and to log in and get whatever you wanted before it closed. But if there's something you didn't get that you want, I can always email you a PDF. Since I know you were a long-time member, I have no problem doing that. You just need to email me, and I can email you PDFs, which also have the link to the videos. Okay. You know what else we need to make? We need to make one more. You know what? I think we might. Darn it. I'm sad that we need to make one more. We need to make one that has some browns, because we have acorns, as my grandpa would say. We have acorns. Okay, so I'm going to use, what is this? Scorched timber? No, I'm going to use gathered twigs. Do we not have, we don't own walnut stain. Look at us. Look at us not having things. Okay. So let's put down some vintage photo. Do I have brown? Yes, I have brown. So I chose to use come on. Do I need to re-ink vintage photo? I think I might. Whew, I'm hot. Whew, I'm hot. Shoo, shoo, shoo. I don't know if I'm having a hot flash or it's just hot in here, but I am hot. Let's put some gathered twigs down. I'm going to use a different blender. Excuse me. I guess we'll use this one. Ugh, I think this blending brush might be shot. I don't know. Yeah, gathered twigs is coming out darker. Again, I'm not stressing too much about having like this really nice even blend because we're going to die cut all of this. So we're not using this as a background. We're using this as let's use a dark brown here. We're using this for die cutting. Okay. I hope that they're going to be there too, Deborah, Miss Deborah. Oh, hey, Paula. Nice to see you. So we're making a bunch of pieces to do a bunch of die cutting from. And we are going to make some fall inspired cards. Linda requested we do a fun fold. So we're going to try to do that. We got a lot we're going to get through. Okay. So there's that. And then I am going to clean this off real quick. As you guys can tell, this is a brand new low-tack sticky mat because it's not all stained up yet. All right, and then I like the spritzing look, so I'm going to go back in with that with walnut stain. Let's shake it up really good. Yeah, fall-themed cards, and we're going to go with, ooh, that is beautiful. Oh, I just love it. Okay, so we're going to do fall-themed cards, and we are going to try a couple different ideas. We'll see. We'll see how far we can get. We're just having fun is what we're doing. That's what we're doing here today. So I got to put my distress inks back up here because it'll bug me if I don't put them away. Okay, so those are put away. Yay. Or my sprays, I should say. My inks I'm going to go ahead and leave out just in case we decide we need them again. And I'm going to risk touching this and hope I don't get it all over my fingers because that bugs me. Okay. Now we got to let those dry. So while we let those dry, maybe let's come up with our fun fold. I have to, oh yeah, it's done, Linda. The craft room, guest room is done. I did a video showing it. Yeah, I've been craft room, guest rooming this space, in this space for quite a while now. All right, anyone have suggestions on a fun fold? I'm going to go look up some fun fold ideas on my website and see if anything strikes my fancy. I need to update my website. Yikes. Okay. Do. People, oh, pop up window pillar card. What the hell is that? Excuse me. It has been really smoky here. We had a fire break out where we live. And so forgive me for kind of clearing my throat and coughing and stuff. I know that's kind of gross, but the smoke has been really bad. So okay, let me Google that. Pop up. What'd she say? I don't know what a joy fold is. Pop up window pillar fold. Pop up window pillar fun fold. Are these ones I've done before? Oh, what the heck? This is a new fold. That is freaking cute. Okay. Let's do that. That's cute. Okay, so I am grabbing Lynn Dunn's instructions because I've never made this. So I just Googled it and she was the one that popped up. I'm assuming she's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, it looks like. Okay, so we need a 5.5 by 8.25. That's weird. Piece of cardstock. Score the 8.25 side at. Oh, I see. Okay, so let's make the base while my other stuff dries. So let's make the base. So we have to kind of come up with an idea here. Okay, so this is crafting chaos. What do I want my base color to be? Interesting. This is a cute fun fold. I don't know who created it, but kudos. I don't know who the original creator is, I should say. Probably that Sam in the UK, not Sam Donald. Sam, what is her last name? She's Mixed Up Crafts. That's her name. Mixed Up Crafts. That woman has got a brain. I am telling you, she is brilliant. Sam Donald's a smart cookie too, but I'm just saying, Sam, I'm going to put these away really quick because this is going to hinder my brain from being able to do my other stuff. You guys know I have to clean as I go. Okay, so let's grab my trimmer. And I guess I'm going to go with like Desert Storm card base. So we're going to cut it at 5.5. Let me see what your guys' questions are or comments. Callcott, that's what her name is, Linda Fisher. Okay, and then we'll do 8.25. So let's slice that. Gloria is saying somebody else is the creator, the original creator. I always struggle with knowing who the true original is, right? Because, okay, side score at 1/2 inch. 2 inches. 2.5. And 4. All right, that was easy. And then it looks like you just cut a little doohickey hipper for the front. So these are going to get, this is going to get just folded over into a box, essentially. I guess I should use my, first of all, I'm folding in the wrong direction. Sorry about that. You should always fold in the direction that you've scored. Wherever your bump is, you should fold towards the bump. Does that make sense? Okay, here's my bone folder. That's what I was looking for. And then I can just tell you right now, super easy. My brain, for whatever reason, does well with fun folds. Like I just can kind of get it. And I'm not sure why, because I'm not good at math. So it doesn't totally make sense to me why I'm good at them, but I kind of am. Not trying to toot my own horn, but they just make sense to me. As soon as I see the, like I can see the dimensions of something and then I can alter it to make it different. Just a thing. It's a gift that I have. Don't have a lot of other gifts, but you know. Look at that. This nail polish. I don't know what happened this time when I painted my nails, but like it is chipping like crazy and that usually never happens. Okay, so then I'm just gonna, so see what I've done here is I've scored it and then I'm folding this down and then I'm gonna fold this over and now look, it pops up. Cuteness. So now we just have to like cover it with fun paper. I don't know if I have very much fall paper. Let's see what I've got in the stockpile. Oh, I lied. I do have some fun fall paper. I just forgot about it. Look at all this. Honeybee. That's cute. Christmas paper. This is a bunch of paper that I bought when I was at the Honeybee retreat. Yes, ma'am. There's this. Okay, I think we'll go with this. And I think we'll go with oh, there's ooh, okay. In business. Are your big blending? Yes, they're from Trinity Stamps, Renelle. Yes, they are. There is a link below the video, by the way. I've got links to Honeybee, Spellbinders, Concord and Ninth, Trinity, Pink Fresh, Altenew, all of the companies are linked below. And I will try when this is done to make like a supply list and link to that so that you guys can just use the supply list. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let's pull in. See, we want to pull in some of this color so that we can see what we're working with here. Pull this in too. Because you want to be careful. Like, okay, let me give you an example. These are going to be cut little, right? But you probably wouldn't want to use like this. So here's just some little, maybe some little tips for folks who might struggle with things like this, because it's too much. By the time you cut all these down and make them into little shapes, then that's going to be too much going on. You know what I'm saying? So you want to kind of keep the focal point, your little images that we're going to die cut, and your sentiment. And then you want your background to just kind of be subtle. And then we also want to take this into consideration. So maybe this yellow, but I don't know that that would look very good on the crumb. Nope, don't like that. And we could change the crumb. Like maybe we'll do something different. This might be an option. And we could do like a dark layer. This also might be an option. This is kind of like a corduroy fill almost. Let's try it and see what we think. These are almost dry, so as soon as they're dry, we can start cutting. So let's see. So this is, I think, I'm not even going to use the instructions anymore on the other website. I'm just going to do my own deal here. So this is cut at 3 3/4, or this piece is 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. So if I want a dark trim, I would do that at 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. And I've got some like dark brown. We'll use some Spellbinders cardstock, okay? So, oh, here's my Spellbinders. Cinnamon, let's see. That's more, I don't know if that's the color I want. Do they not have a brown in here? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm not sure what the name of this color is, but I like it. And it is from the Spellbinders pack of color cardstock. So I'm going to cut this. I'm going to cut a few of these. So I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4 by, what I say, 3 1/2. Yeah, 3 1/2. So you see that's going to layer nicely right here. And then I'm going to do the same for this piece and this piece. So those I need. These are 1 1/2. So I'm going to cut it at 1 1/4 and 5 1/4. So this is already cut. Which side is, this is already 5 1/4. So I'm going to turn this and I'm going to cut 2 pieces at 1 1/4. Okay. And then I'm honestly going to do the same thing for this little half. I think this is a 1/2 inch. Yep, 1/2 inch. So I'll cut this at 1/4 inch. just so it has a little strip on it, which will be cute. Cute, cute. Hey, Mary, welcome. All right, so let's glue these in place. I'm going to use, of course, this thing is plugged. So the last time I was in my office and crafted was last Sunday. I have been in a training. I told you guys this last Sunday, but I'm just going to reiterate it for those who either might be new or, you know, didn't catch me last week. I have been in a training for my new job, which is for a family. It's a nonprofit for a family advocacy program, basically. And I've been in a pretty intense training for 2 weeks now, and it just ended, which meant I had to go in full time, 8-hour days, 5 days a week, which is not my normal schedule. So when my normal schedule will be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like, 8-hour days, but I'll have Monday, Fridays off. So like this coming Monday, I'll be off. And then Friday. So I'll get back in a rhythm where I'm doing a little bit more here on YouTube. Probably not a ton more. I really like doing the once a week live, but I'm going to have a few more pre-recorded videos because I'm still working for Honeybee and I love working for them. I love being on their design team. Like, I would be shattered if I wasn't on their DT. So, okay, so I think I like this. And see how it has like the blue and it's kind of like the reddish brown. Okay, let's measure that. I think we need 3 1/4 by 5. See, that's going to be so pretty. And then we need 1 inch by 5. Let's just go this way and cut 5. And then we'll go this way and we'll cut 2 at 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to cut it 1/8 of an inch. I know you guys are like, you're insane. Silly, silly, silly. I think I'm going to do it from this side though. So it's got a little bit of that blue. Just a hint of that blue. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm hot. Probably this apron. Let's take this apron off so that I don't have extra clothes on. Okay. Oh, that's better. Immediately better. Whew. My air conditioner can't keep up today, I don't think, here in my office. Is it even blowing cold air? It is. It's blowing cool air, but it's hot today. And I'm particularly toasty at the moment. Okay. So there's this layer. And we still have to make the pop-up or the piece that's going to go on the front. So hang tight with me on that. We'll get that done too. Well, this is a fun new fun fold. Must be all the rage, I'm assuming. I feel so out of the loop. the training I was in was so intense, and I had to study because I had to pass a final because I'm trying to get certified by the state for this thing that I'm doing. And so you have to get a certificate of like a passing certificate from this class. And then in like 3 months, I have to take a state test. It's quite an ordeal, I'll tell you. Look at that. We are fancy. Okay. All right. Does anyone want me to repeat the measurements? It is humid for us, Deborah. I agree. Whew, had to take a swig of my iced coffee. Okay, now we need a piece for the front. And I'm deciding, do I want to die cut something? Or do I want to cut something? Let me see. Let me see. This could be cute. What if we use the Spellbinder's arches? Oh, I have an idea. An idea is brewing. How's that? Is that too big? Should I go one smaller? It is not a work from home job, Gloria. It's in an office. For the first time in 16 years, I have to go somewhere. Although I'm physically going to an office, but the job is very busy. So you don't really like sit at your office. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I would not be able to do that. Like, I'm not a person who can sit in an office. Go smaller, okay? Go smaller. But we're going to have a bunch of decorations. So I feel like it's going to make it smaller. Too big. Okay, you guys are all saying too big. So this is the next smaller one. Okay, I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to listen. My experts. Hey, sweet Sarah. Paula liked the bigger one. Well, of course. That's how it always works. See, because what's going to happen is I don't like that. I think I need it in dark. Darker. Let's see. Where's that color again? Here it is. Oopsie. You're back. In your, oh, you changed. Okay. All right. So now this will go here. No, it'll mess up my lights. Yeah. Sorry. And I'm going to cut a gold trim. Hold, please. Where is my gold? Where is my gold? It's in here somewhere. There it is. All right. So we've got all the pretty golds. I think I'm going to go metallic. Just because why wouldn't we? And I'm going to make... That has to be like... Can you guys hear that? I know, but if my people can hear it, then you need to turn it down. I don't know. We're waiting for them. Can you guys hear the Peloton noise in the background? How are you? Is that on the Peloton screen?
Yeah, it's free.
Okay. Okay, they can't hear it. You're fine. Don't turn it up. Okay. So this is, by the way, this is also our like exercise room now too. Look how pretty that is. Oh, it goes so good with the back colors and everything. Okay, so far I'm liking this. So we'll leave that aside and we're going to die cut. All of our paper's dry now. So I'm going to go ahead and die cut our other pieces. Did you put on some kind of spray?
Me?
Yeah. Something smells perfumey. Hair stuff, maybe? Okay, that's weird. Okay, now let's do. This needs to go over here. Sorry, guys, give me a second here. I need to do a few things here. All right. So now we're going to die cut all this funness. Let's do. Oh, it's going to be so beautiful. You guys ready for this? Is this the moment you've been waiting for? Is the fun die cutting? Oh, it's just, okay. Embossed. Look at these. These are gorgeous. Are they not? The reveal. Yes, have to have the reveal. I'm so proud of my kiddo over here for getting on the exercise lately. Okay. This is just one of my very favorite things to do, and I just don't do these often enough, where you just kind of like make paper and then you do die cutting from it, and it's just so gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to cut that there, and then I'm going to bring this guy in and die cut some from this guy. Mhm. So what have you guys been up to? What's everybody doing? What's the weather like where you're at? I feel like every week I have to do a bunch of catch up because I'm behind on what everybody's doing. I know, isn't this pretty? I need to get my chair so I can sit. What do you think?
That's so pretty. I think I'm gonna do my photos in the spring.
Okay. Still combining and decluttering my craft room, actually my whole house. Sarah says hopefully it will be cooler in Northwest Arkansas tomorrow. Rainy day. Grandkids sports are in full swing, heading to an outdoor soccer game soon, so I'll miss the ending of the card. Oh, bummer. But you can come back and watch later. Feels like we should be able to do something fun with these, right? Okay, so there's all my leaves, and now we need to cut some acorns. Acorns. Let's put this all the way up. And then I'm going to put some of the tops here in the dark area. Sitting on the porch as my craft room is in the basement. It's rainy in Central Florida. Where in Montana are you from? I don't know who said they're from Montana, but I just visited Bozeman. You guys already know this, that have been around here a while, but I just visited Bozeman, and my daughter's thinking about going to Montana State in Bozeman. And then we went and saw my family in Sydney, Montana, way up north. My little Dixie dog, well, she's not little, she's huge, but she's in here visiting with me, laying on the bed because her and my husband just got home from the lake. And he informed me he's never taking her again because she destroys the boat. They could be stencils, couldn't they? Because she likes to swim, and so she gets all filthy, nasty, dirty, and then jumps in the boat and gets it all filthy and nasty and dirty. But, you know, that's what dogs do. I try to tell him this. He doesn't believe me. Like, she's just doing her job as a dog. You know? Okay, so now we can cut... now we can cut the centers of the leaves. Ew, you had to adult today, Paula? It's Sunday. Yuck. I actually have to adult today also, and I really don't want to, but I have to. And I'm getting some stuff made for dinner tonight. I've got chicken in the crock pot. So I discovered this way through a friend who did it, and I was like, oh my gosh, brilliant. If you take chicken drumsticks and you put them in the crock pot for 4 hours with the skin on, and then you take them out of the crock pot and you put them on the barbecue for a little bit, it crisps the skin up, and it is to die for, because then you don't have to like spend a whole bunch of time at the grill, and the chicken is all cooked through and nice and tasty, and then the outside is like crunchy. It's divine. A friend of ours, I went to a barbecue, and her dad made the chicken, and that's how he made it, and I was like, I'm blown away. I've never seen chicken made like this. So I've done it once since then, and today's the second time. It is so super easy. And then I have some super thinly sliced steak that I'm gonna like just super fast throw on the grill to like basically just put some heat on, because it's like really, really thin sliced. And that's going to be dinner, along with some potatoes and probably some veggies that I'll throw in and do like a, there's a word I'm looking for that's escaping me. Roasted potatoes and stuff like that. So anyway, that's what's happening. That's what's happening at this house for dinner. What about you guys? Oh, that's not fun, Paul. I'm sorry that you have to deal with that. Okay. I didn't cut enough of these for all of the leaves, but I think that's going to be fine. So now we have to decide, okay, we're definitely going to put this on. So let me grab my glue. Oh, Miss Deborah, I know you miss them. I wish you could just come over and hang out. I feel like we need to, now that I'm past this training class that I was in, my job should be more like, the hours should be a little bit more steady. And boy, did that prove to me that I do not need to be working full time outside of the home, because I spend my whole weekend trying to like deal with life, like cleaning, cooking, which is what people with 40-hour-a-week jobs outside the home have to do every week, that are, I don't know how to say this. So I'm the person who provides all of that in our home. And if I don't do it, it doesn't happen. So that's why I'm not working full time outside of the home, because I just can't. Otherwise, I get no downtime. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just not fair. I shouldn't have to work 40 hours a week, and on top of that, take care of all the responsibilities in a household. And my husband knows that. Like, he's not, he's totally awesome about that. And he's not like, you should be doing all the things. So that's why, but for these last 2 weeks, I didn't have a choice. I had to get that training done. So that was proof to me, validated to me, that 24 hours a week outside the home is right about the max that I can handle. Because it's just not realistic. I mean, here's the thing. If I had no choice, I could do it. I just would mean that I would get very, very, very little me time. You know what I mean? Like, getting to do anything I wanted to do, which is fine, I guess. If you have to live that way, you have to live that way. Okay, hoping my son calls and invites me to dinner. Oh, that's sweet. No one's home, so I'm having cereal. That's what I did yesterday. I didn't have cereal, but like I didn't cook. Deborah's having salmon with orange marmalade, soy sauce, wild rice, and snow peas. Ooh, Miss Deborah, that sounds amazing. You can cut Tom must be cooking it. Miss Deborah doesn't like to cook. Oh, thanks, Barbara. We are having a good time, aren't we? Okay, so now I want to assemble some of these. And I'm not sure which, not that one. Is it this one? No, this one. Yep. So now we have to assemble some of these leaves. And acorns or acorns, depending on where you're from. There we go. Is that pretty or is it too much? Let me hold it up. I'm undecided. Okay, perfect, Barbara says. All right, let's do some of them then. We're going to assemble a few. We won't assemble all of these because we don't need all of these. So we're just kind of go based on what we need. Ooh, I like this one right here. Not this. Yep. Okay. So while I'm assembling, let's chat. I don't even know what to tell you guys about. I was so exhausted. I'll tell you this. I was so exhausted when I got home from work on Friday that I legit just crawled into bed and slept for 2.5 hours in the middle of the day. I never do that. Like, that's not a thing that I do. I am just saying. But I just I couldn't go anymore. And my body was like, you're done. You are done, sister. You are done. And my mind was over it. I could not take anymore. I was mentally, emotionally exhausted. It took a toll for sure. Okay, there's that. Let's do one of these guys. I'm trying to think of anything else I want to tell you guys about that's like going on, or we are going to host a fish fry next weekend over Labor Day weekend. So we're stoked about that. cannot wait. We really love hosting. And so I should be feeling pretty good by then. Kind of, let's see, what's the word? Revived, maybe? And so I think that'll be good. I have gained weight. I am not even lying to you. I have like done nothing but eat junk for like I feel like over a month now, just because we've been so freaking busy. And then we've had like we were on vacation and we had fair, and it's just been like one thing after another. So I'm dialing it back in, gonna try to get off what I've gained, and then I'm gonna try to like go past that. You know what I'm saying? Not making any promises with myself, but I'm just kind of like, girl, you got to reel it in. So that's going on. That's always fun. I have a different one I'd rather use. I think I'd rather use this guy. It's a little more yellow. Who is ready for fall? So, everybody who's known me more than 5 minutes knows that I am a summer girl through and through. However, for the first time ever that I can remember this year, I am looking forward to fall or autumn, whatever you call it, fall or autumn. And I don't know where that's coming from. Like, I don't know, like I'm normally not like a big fall girl or winter. I hate winter. Okay, so this is the deal. I don't like winter except for Christmas. So I dread it. And so I think fall for me, I actually like fall. I like all of the festivities of fall, but it's like it's a precursor to winter. It's my little hint that winter is coming. And then that makes me feel like take a hike fall. But I love the fall colors. I love the fall festivities. I love them. So I think it's just kind of like this little love hate relationship I have. Ooh, this is pretty. And so I'm actually looking forward to it this year. I have a girls' trip coming up in September with my two best friends that I'm really excited about. It's been a long time since we've gotten away, and we were supposed to get together this month to hang out, and I bailed on them. I was like, I can't do it. I when I tell you guys, I was like overcome with this training thing I was in because we were supposed to meet last weekend. It was like a lot. And so I canceled on them last weekend. And so yeah, it's just been a lot. It's been a lot. And so I'm really excited and looking forward to getting away with them and going and doing something fun. I'm very much looking forward to that. We only have 2 seasons, wet and dry. Where are you, Paula? Remind me again. So this acorn right here, I don't like that the top isn't dark enough. So I'm actually going to grab my blending brush here really quick because this is going to bug me. And I'm just going to darken it up. And that's okay. We can do that because it's a business. That's our own business. I'm going to actually darken this guy up right at the top too. Okay. They're probably all going to get darkened up, so we should just leave that sitting close. Oh my gosh, Linda, you live in New England? Okay. It is on my bucket list to go to New England. Like all those areas, Vermont, Connecticut, New England, Rhode Island, all up in there. I was actually going through an Instagram thing today and looking at these people that I follow that live in Newport, Rhode Island, and they post the most beautiful stuff, and I'm just obsessed with them. I think that's this one. Oh, wow. You did luck out, Barbara. We've had more than 3 or 4 days over 100, but we have not had any of our where it gets to 100 and stays that way for like 2 or 3 weeks at a time. We haven't had that this year. We are pretty we've been pretty lucky, honestly. And like we just had a little heat spell this last week, but now we're dropping back down into the low 90s. And then our overnights will be in the 60s. So that's perfect. That's my perfect weather. Low 90s with lows in the 60s. Love it. Oh, New Hampshire. Yep, all those areas. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I could definitely see if you lived in those areas why you would love fall, because yeah, I'm sure that the weather or the fall foliage, oh my gosh, I can talk, I promise. Foliage, why can't I say that word all of a sudden? Fall foliage. Am I saying that right? Why doesn't it sound right? Anyway, I'm sure it's gorgeous. You get what I'm saying. Do you guys ever have that happen where like you say a word or you write a word and it's correct, but you're like, is that right? I don't know if that's right. Okay. Girls trip to the mountains in Tennessee early October. Oh, that sounds fantabulous. Love it. Okay. Almost done, guys. Putting all these together. Yay, Shell. Yeah, you caught me again. Okay, look at those cute acorns. Okay, we are going to decorate, and then we're going to add a sentiment. So I think what I'm going to do is I want my sentiment to be like right here. And I want to layer these. So I think I actually might lay down. Okay, we're going to do two things. First thing we're going to do is we're going to tape this down. So it stays in place. You know, Linda, I don't even have anybody in mind to send this card to, honestly. So I'm going to put this piece of tape kind of where the sentiment is going to go. I'm going to tape this down. I don't know that this is going to help. I feel like I'm kind of wasting some tape here. It's okay. It needs to stay down because, oh, that's not going to work. I'm going to have to do the press and seal technique to get all this on here. You know what, Deborah? I don't have anybody's address anymore because all your guys' addresses were through Stampin' Up or through Creative Vault, and I don't have access to any of that anymore. So I don't have anybody's address. This is called a pop-up pillar card. Pop-up pillar card. And I learned about it today for the very first time. So I think what I'm going to do is just arrange some base leaves, right? We may have to work on this a while, so just be patient with me. Let's see. Okay, there's that layer. That's just kind of like my little base layer, I feel like. Okay, then we'll come in with the serious stuff. I feel like see what starts happening as I lack fine motor skills and I make a mess. Okay. Is this just way too much? Or are we liking this so far? Ugh. Oh, come on now. I really do. Yeah, I'm really struggling to get this laid down the way I want it. We're trying. We got a lot of try in us. Okay, that's better. I think I like that. How do we feel about that? And then the sentiment. Try the smaller acorn where? Here? I can't move that now. What are you guys trying to do to me? What if we layer a smaller acorn on top of it? Like that. What do we think? Double up the acorns right here at the bottom? I kind of like that, I think. Because once I lay this down, I can't pick it back up. So I'm asking your opinion before I do that. Should I put this other one down? Yes, okay. I got a yes. Okay. Now, nobody breathe. Everybody hold your breath. Oh! I had to bend over to get my press and seal. Do not pop up. Okay, here we go. Trapped. All right. Now, here's the tricky part. These leaves are going off the edge of this arch. We cannot glue these leaves down to this part because if we do, it's not going to pop up. So we're going to be very, very careful about that. You little turd. Okay. Linda, now you're coming in here telling me to stick with what I already had, and I don't know what you're talking about. You mean with the acorn? The little acorn? I gotta look and see. I'm legit gonna do this one at a time, I think. Maybe two at a time. Seriously. All right, let's glue this guy since he wants to stay there. Fine by me. Ah! You scallywag. Oh, it didn't fall. Okay. I feel like this is the hardest part, getting the base layer down, honestly. Okay. Why is this stressful? You know why? Because I'm a weirdo about like the placement of stuff. So I feel like if it doesn't get placed correctly, it's really going to bother me and then I'm going to be stuck. So that's why. That's why it stresses me out. Because I'm a little bit cuckoo. Okay. I'm not even looking at your guys' comments right now. I'm so focused on what I'm doing. Sorry about that. Oh, you're sweet, Barbara. I don't know that I'm that talented. I've just been doing this a really long time and I've learned from some of the best and I watch a lot of videos and, you know, that's how that works. But thank you. Very sweet. Very kind of you to say that. Okay. Look at that. That's a beaut, Clark. Oh, that's actually a pretty good idea, Anna. I've never really thought of that. Thanks for sharing that idea. Could have maybe shared it before I started. I'm just teasing. I'm totally teasing you. Our girl Anna waits till I'm done and then is like, here, let me tell you the pro tip. I'm totally joking. Okay, so there it is. Look at that. And then it pops up. We're going to put a sentiment here. And I think we're going to maybe, let's add, nah, you know what? No, I'm not going to add anything on the inside. Okay, so now we need a sentiment. And I'm going to go look in my stash here. I actually have some good fall sentiments from Honeybee. From feel like last year. Here's a couple. Okay, so these are honeybees, and we've got gather together, thankful, but these, I think I'm going to use these. I love fall most of all, autumn blessings, blessed beyond measure, fall breeze and autumn leaves. Ooh, that might be the one. What do we think about that one? Sending cozy feelings and love. Autumn blessings. I don't have happy fall, y'all. Fall breeze and autumn leaves. So now the question, my favorite color is autumn. Always thinking of you. Okay, so the question now is, do I stamp this on a dark brown and heat emboss it white, or do I stamp on white with like a dark brown? Maybe we should just do both and see. My favorite season is pumpkin spice. I don't have that sentiment. What are you guys doing to me? What is this? Hey, Tracy. Did you just wake up? Or are you working or what? My buddy Tracy that's on here, she lives in Australia. Still falling for you. Blessed beyond measure. Okay, let's do fall breeze and autumn leaves since it's got the fall colors. I don't know. We're just going to try some things and see how they turn out. Okay, there's that. And then I need a piece of white cardstock. And Concord and Night. Let's use nutmeg. All right, so we're going to try this 2 ways. Way number 1. We're going to die cut it, so it doesn't matter how it's stamped. Bye, Miss Deborah. Yes, call me next week. I like that idea too, Barbara. We'll try it. Maybe we'll try it. Let's see. Let's see how these 2 look, and if we don't like it, either one of these options, then maybe we could try that option too. Okay, how perfect is that? God, gotta love the Misty. Perfect stamping. Okay, so there's that option. We'll die cut it, don't worry. And then the other option is going to be on here. Well, that's a bummer. Let's flip this cardstock over. Okay. And now I need to grab my heat embossing goodies. All right. We could, oh, that was a mess. We could even emboss this, oh my, with gold. That might be an option. Where is my Wow embossing powder? I have a whole bunch of Wow embossing powder and I want to use that. Here it is. White pearl, opaque bright white. And then there's gold vintage lace. Let's see. We may, we're going to try the white first and then we might try, where's my Versamark ink? You know what? I'm going to use Honeybees. I don't know where the heck all my stuff is. Why am I having such a brain fart today? Here it is. That's the Wow. But I really want to use Honeybees white. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to use Honeybees white ink. And stamp. And then, you know what? I'm going to stamp that one more time. Okay. And then I'm going to use Wow white embossing powder. And then we'll try maybe gold. And then we'll see. This is their ultra fine. Let's see. I got a whole bunch of embossing powders from Wow. And I have not used them and should. This is their opaque bright white, super fine. Okay. Let me heat set this. That is beautiful. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow. Okay, so there's that one. I wonder if I could fit it in gold over on the other side. If I would have been more mindful of my placement, I probably could have. No. Shoot. Okay. Let me put this away. What's that chunk? Okay. There we go. All right. Let's die cut these and see what we think before we go any further. And we can very easily clean this up by just taking a microfiber cloth and going right over the top. And it gets rid of all that embossing powder that we just put down. Okay. This is such a good stamp set from Honeybee. Heartfelt hello. If you need a good fall stamp set, that's a good one. Okay, and then we have this guy. I think I'm going to like, which one do you think you're going to like better? I think that I'm going to like the white better because it's going to pop. If I can get it lined up like I want it. Okay. All right, let's see. Let us see. Bye, Linda. Thanks for being here. Okay, here's our card. Here's option 1. Yep, love it. That's option 1. I'm going to leave it on there long enough for you guys to like really look at it and decide that you love it. Okay, and then here's option 2. I actually like option 2 better than I thought I would. So that's interesting because I didn't think I'd like it at all. Do you need to see option 1 again? Oh, interesting. Ellen says option 2. Paula says definitely brown. 2, now that I see it, the white stands out too much. They are both very pretty. Look at, we could also do this. We could do a shadow. Or we could do a shadow this way. Yeah, I actually like the second one better than I thought I would. You like this shadow? Like this? Shadow with the white is nice. So this or the other way. Just say white shadow or brown shadow. No shadow. I kind of like this shadow because it kind of helps the sentiment pop a little. Instead of like die back so much. Oh God, everybody's, you guys are arguing now. Now we've got brown shadow. Now we've got no shadow. Oh. So if we do the brown shadow, I feel like it just kind of dies back into the background. There it is with no white. So here's, okay, now here's what our decision is. It's either like this with no shadow or white shadow. This many women ain't never going to agree. White shadow, white shadow, white shadow. White shadow, no shadow. Oh my God, I'm going to do a poll because I can't keep up. Okay, ready? Create a poll. Okay, ready? Go. Here it comes. Now you can actually vote. And then we'll go with the majority wins. Because it like stresses me out that I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings. I'm going to give it, we have 11 votes so far. So you guys got to keep voting. We'll give it like 30 more seconds and then we'll just call it. Putting all this stuff away while you talk. Talk amongst yourselves. Vote, vote, vote. Oh my gosh, you guys are like neck and neck. This is cracking me up. Okay, there's the white shadow. Here's the brown with no shadow. Just for anybody who's still trying to decide. Oh my gosh, Tracy said she really wanted to vote option 3. But she had to cast a real vote. We are overthinking this, aren't we? Okay, it looks like... Oh my God, Shell, have you not voted yet? Not gonna lie, I can't decide. You have to pick. It's so tight. It's so close. Okay, there's the shadow again. This is fun. Isn't this fun? Oh, did you actually vote in the poll though? Okay. All right. Oh my word. We're a mess, guys. We are a mess. All right. I know 20 people haven't voted. Oh my God, it's 50-50. Oh my word. This is so much fun. I love stuff like this. What is wrong with us? I feel like we're deciding on somebody's brain surgery right now. Like, what is happening? It's a card. But it's so fun. I'm the tiebreaker? No, that's horrible. Oh, God. Okay. I'm going to end the poll. This is horrible. You guys are horrible. I'm going to go with the shadow. Crafting nerds, you're right. Tiebreaker, heartbreaker. Oh my gosh, you're the worst. I'm gonna do the shadow because I die cut them both, and why not? Let's do the shadow. I feel like it makes it pop a little. I feel like with this situation, what's really comes down to is what we're saying is you really can't go wrong, right? Like both looks good. Not 50-50, I know. So we're gonna commit to the shadow. And there it is. Ta-da! I really like it, guys. I think we did good. Now we just got to make sure we don't go too far off the edge. And then we're going to add some bling. Because why wouldn't we? I should have popped this up. Oh well, it's fine. We're not making any more decisions. We aren't allowed. We're done. We're not allowed to make any more decisions because we can't, friends, we can't be left alone together. Like this is just being left to our own devices. You can clearly see the problems we're having here. Let me grab some honeybee bling. I'm pretty sure, okay, that one could work. Oh, that's the one. This is the one I want. Gingerbread gem stickers. We need an adult. Yes, we do. Let's call my daughter in here. She's more adult than any of us. Okay. Gosh, I'm a mess. I just knocked all my stuff, my embellishments off the counter. Oy vey. Okay. All right. Now we got to add these little whippersnappers, and then we're done. All right. I'm going to go with these darker guys. Ooh, I don't like that. Basically just set them next to each other. That looks weird. Get off there. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Try again. When at first you don't succeed, try again. There we go. Ta-da! We did it. That was really high pitched in your ear. Sorry about that. We're finished. We did it. We made a beautiful card. Is that gorgeous or what? I love it. So let's recap. Honeybee for the sentiment. Honeybee for the pattern paper. Spellbinders for the leaves. Distress inks. Spellbinders for the gold glimmer. Cardstock sold at Honeybee and Spellbinders. Spellbinders cardstock. Love it. Love, love, love it. So I'll take pictures of this at some point and get it posted somewhere. Oh my gosh, I love this. Sweet Sarah, how many of us have worked really hard and long on a card, then done something at the very last and messed it up? All the time. Measurements, please. Okay. So let me type the measurements in the below here. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a supply list and I'm going to write up the measurements on how to do the card and I'll post it below in the description. Does that sound good to everybody? And you can just copy it from there. I'm really not posting on my blog anymore because why? It just, I don't know. It's starting to just be like so much work to try to post over there too. So anyway, I might get it on my blog. Maybe I'll get pictures of this and get it on my blog. I'll try. Okay, so that's that. Thanks, guys. It's 2 o'clock. I'm hot. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I have a meeting at 4:30 and I need to finish dinner in between. So I'm going to let you guys go with big hearts and hugs and love you all very much. And I would really appreciate it if you shop with my links below the video in the description. It really does help me out. And I think that's everything. All right. I'll talk to you guys again really soon. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. So much fun. Talk to you soon. Bye. Why can't I shut this off? Guys, I can't shut it off. Oh, there we go.